You know, change is inevitable. For better, for worse, it's up to you. Here's my experience.
I wake up and bumming as another day begins. Take a gander in the mirror, decrepit and majorly thin. I promenade through this trap house, putting any and everything in my system till I black out. I take my life in, I put him in these songs. Caught another case and yes, I'm out on bond. I'm tired of these cops, tired of these constables, sick of these consequences, sick of these obstacles. So I'm a slave, handcuffed to this substance. I need to quit, decomposing with reluctance. Busted, disgusted, and can't be trusted. Think what you want, my paintbrush will discuss this. I dream of living life that's so beautiful and lustrous. I'm never fitting in, I'm on the edge of the circumference. With all these wrong decisions, I would never get ahead. Glance at the newspaper, the obituary read. He was an honor student, such a gentleman. He got good grades and was so intelligent. And when he spoke, it was so spectacular. Every lady loved him, he was something like a bachelor. And when he talked, people listened. Man, they seen he never judged and they respected his opinions. And every gambit was a calculated chess move. He had that formula that swirled in that test tube. Had tons of friends, his group the best crew. But he was feeling overwhelming, over time the stress grew. Got job offers for 100 grand a year. Had the world by the balls, but he couldn't handle fear. He stuck a gun in his mouth and pulled the trigger. He left behind a sister and mother that truly loved him. I can relate, I just never pulled the trigger. We're both on the verge of death, he just did it quicker. I can relate, I just never pulled the trigger. I can relate, I just never pulled the trigger. I look up and see repulsion in the mirror, covered in filth, guilt and shame, now eyes dropping a tear. From this moment forward, I am gonna change my life. Now I can keep doing the same thing, but too broke to pay the price. Break the pipe, shaking, anxious, no more chasing white. And every wrong I've ever did, I'm gonna make it right. I did, that was then, this is now. So please pay attention, cause I'm gonna jump around. I rap about the stuff cause the shit is so real. And I talk about my life cause I'm still fucking crazy. So insane, I must admit that I'm still so insane. See, this shit is so deep. Has anybody here felt like using? Yeah, I felt like using a pistol. Benzers, barbiturates, shit I got a fistful. We have separate journeys but the pain is identical. My lyrics hotter than a Playboy centerfold. I try to practice 3 things that are indispensable. To get comfortable, it's gonna take longer. I don't dwell in shit, see it just makes me stronger. Every opportunity that I was given, I fucked them all up from the way that I was living. I verbalize realism, I'm far from synthetic. For all of my successes, don't give myself enough credit. And I remember the day that I had my first overdose. Cope with the coke and that potent dope left me comatose. I was stranded with colossal affairs. My mother smiles, no more disappointing stares. I see a future, no more voice in my despair. You're goddamn right, I fucking feel it in the air. Listen, the smell of crack smoke lingers in the kitchen. Hear the suction of the plunger when the fingers are in position. Cigarette burns in every pair of shorts. I would do coke for hours and just stare at the door. Paranoia sets in, I lost direction. No time for rest until the day I get arrested. So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. The main reason that I'm still breathing is God's grace. I'm grateful for every fan and I'm blessed. Watch friends relapse and I'll be damned if I'm next. Get deeper, more honest with every chance to reflect. Look, I never thought I'd put my hands on my ex, but I did. What the fuck, I salute my shortcomings. Say to myself, what am I becoming? You can judge me through your perspective, it's clear. And you can criticize my life, but I'll always persevere. I'm liable of anything and yes, I accept that. And anytime I fall short, it's just a minor setback. I had to cut ties, I had to step back. Was homicidal, man, I'm just being honest. I'm modest, not arrogant, not pompous. I used to break the law and my shadow was my accomplice. And I could take a fucking 100 shots at her, but I won't, cause I'm not the type of man. Slice my hand when the pen is a sword with morbid moves. Pernicious obscenity, strengthen my fortitude. I keep my mouth shut as I plot to adapt. I don't listen to them words that are talk behind my back. I appreciate God and everything He's done for me. I don't judge cause I understand your story. Relate and identify, I cherish the troubles. I'm still alive, it's a privilege to struggle. Used to always have a half gallon in the trunk. Look, I can't front, son, it's been a rough month. Rest in peace, Gen Zekas. You were loved by so many, your viewing helped me look at myself. Calamities and losses are always ending tragic. A million times I see myself laying inside a casket. My sister's tears, they fall and hit the coffin. My mother's hysterical, okay, I'll switch topics. I switch topics, it's kinda touchy. Kinda the wrong subject that I should be displaying. I'm reminiscing on the first time that I stepped inside the booth. I was scared, timid, and shy, to tell you the truth. I can't tell you about my life through these private raps, but then I started one day and I ain't never looked back. For no reason, just because I feel worthless. A lot of days I still feel lost without a purpose. I'm the type that never listens till it's too late. But what I have, see, they call it true faith. And this song goes out to anyone that lost a loved one. I know it's hard, but we keep pushing forward. It hurts my heart knowing that she runs the streets. I fall to my knees, start to cry, I feel weak. Powerless, attacked by tremendous grievance. We can only carry the message, can't determine who receives it. So understand, where the fuck am I coming from? No one has to die, fuck the feelings that you feel. You gotta trust the image, the problems bring gifts. With God I am strong, their tenacity is thick. I idolize anyone that fights to chase their dreams. Can't do this shit myself, so I must embrace my team. When I pray, I live every day free. I rap for the ones that can get and stay clean.